You deserved that, Ray.
I think we did, yeah. I thought we played great today. Played some great football in the first half. And you know, I think in the second half we expected Stranraer to come at us, which they did. And we battled hard and still played some great football in the counter-attack, and I think it was a deserved victory today. Yeah.
Must have known it was going to be important coming down here and coming away with maybe not a win, but at least something.
Yeah, no, you're looking at the league table, and Stranraer sitting at 39. You know, they've done brilliant this season. I think they're one defeat in 16 games. You know, we were unbeaten in 12, so you know we knew we had to take someone out of the game to make sure we still had a live chance of pushing them. So yeah, it's nice to come away with 3 points.
Do you think you're pushing Stranraer? You're not just fighting for the playoff, you're fighting for that top spot?
I think everybody is, isn't there? You know, I don't think anybody's thinking they can't push Stranraer. It's just a case you take every game one game at a time, see where you end up. You know, our aims are the same as it's always been, is to finish as high as we can this year, and we don't set any ridiculous goals about winning championships or things like that. So it's a very competitive league. You know, Morton full time, Dunfermline full time, Stranraer have got a great squad, Forfar are strong, you know, Peterhead are strong, Airdrie are strong. Every team's. I think this is a very, very, very competitive league. So anybody that's making assumptions in January about winning leagues and that are very bold indeed. So we won't be doing that. It's a game of just coming down. We had to take something out of the game. We try and do that every game anyway.
Is Craig Whiten back to Dundee then?
He is. They've got injuries. I think they've got 8 injured from the game today. So I spoke to Paul yesterday. They're going to recall him if they can bring another striker in, which they're trying to do. Then he might come back out on loan to us. So I think it would benefit him to get out and get a lot of games. Yeah. You know, even today it's very, very competitive, playing against 2 good centre halves. You know, he knows he's been in a game today, but you know, we'd love to have him to the end of the season.
How far can he go in the game?
Oh, as far as he wants. You know, his attitude's fantastic. He's still quite slight, but he's got a great desire and a great desire to be competitive in the game. He scored 2 completely contrasting goals today. You know, if you think of his first goal, brilliant, isn't it? He's got the guy, he's cut inside, he's out sprinted, went through and beat the goalkeeper. His second one, he's come off the goalkeeper and got a header. So, you know, when you look at things like that, then he's got a really good future ahead of him.
Southampton have bid for him as well.
Have they made a bid? Yeah, I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah, 200,000. So.
Wow, I think that's very low. I think he should stay with us, play for the end of the season.
Worth a couple.
Play the end of the season and.
Worth 2 million.
Well, I think that's the way you've got to look at it. You know, if he plays with us at the end of the season, goes back to Dundee start of the year and plays regularly, then his price tag will rocket. I'd like him to be with us because, you know, I think if he does go back to Dundee, he might get 10 minutes here, 15 minutes here. I don't think he's ready to lead the line in the Premier League. But what an up-and-coming talent, so hopefully he stays with us. But again, Dundee, you know, if they're struggling injury-wise, they're quite within their rights, and they're quite right to recall him. But hopefully we can get him back.
We can get him back.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Yeah. You say about his first goal as well, obviously, like say a young lad, but perhaps when you've got a bit of time it can be a wee bit more difficult. He kept his cool and just slotted it home.
I certainly agree with that because, you know, you can, when you have a lot of time to run through, if you beat the back 4 and beat the defender and you've got 3 or 4 seconds to close down on the goalkeeper, a lot of things go through your mind, believe me. But I thought he done great. He actually attacked the goalkeeper and gave him the wee dink. So, you know, great composure. You know, he's a super player, but he's only 17, remember. You know, and he actually got tired at the end of the game, you probably noticed. But 17 years of age, so, and coming out and doing that today. So, really delighted. But listen, that was a real team effort. Andy Jackson, his work rate today was brilliant. Bobby Barr, Trouts, my back 4 was great. But everybody was good in my team today. You know, we played very well over a part, we were solid. So, as much as we want to give Craig all the credit for the 2 goals, which rightly so, I think it was more of a team performance on the back of that.
No, I'm giving Craig all the credit. Good superstar.
Yeah, I thought he was excellent.
I was going to say, it was a great team effort.
It was. You know, this is a very difficult place to come, and I don't think there's many teams come down here and took full points this season. So maybe only Stranraer, was it? Maybe right?
Yeah,
Dunfermline and that. So no, it's a tough place, and but we done what we come down to do, and I'm delighted.
Maybe just not quite at the races today.
No, the better team won a game today. It's as simple as that. We won the races and to Brechin, they came down and done a terrific run. You know, and got the result they looked for. I must say, it's from my point of view, it's probably the 2 worst goals I've seen us losing for a long, long time. Or two poor goals, and when you lose goals like that to teams that's up there challenging with you, they're going to win a game. So disappointing, but no complaints about the result because Brechin deserved to win.
I thought the second goal, because it didn't even look like Craig needed to jump to head the ball in the net.
No, the 2 of them up here. The first one we got caught dreaming for our corner kick. in 10 seconds left, boys are gone, 2 boys at the back were caught sleeping. And the second goal we just didn't pick up the box, and you can't do that at any level of football. You certainly can't do it when you're putting in good sides, and it's a good side, but Brechin are a good side, you know, and we kind of caused their own downfall today, the way we played, but that's the credit goes to Brechin, and they deserve to win a game.
And they were on a terrific run, Brechin. You must have known that they were going to hit you like that.
Yeah, but we knew. We know a lot about them. We've been the last couple of years, and we know a lot of the players that's there. I mean, they still got the same kind of nucleus. They don't change much the style and how they play, but again, it doesn't matter who you play against. If you defend and play the way we did today, then you'll not win many games in this division. So we just need to take it to chin. We're still top league, you know, so we're still there. Results kind of went your way, but I said weeks ago, with 15 games to go, you can't talk about winning leagues, because you're nowhere near in that situation yet. So we need to put that to the side. It's been a sore one, but the last time it happened, we bounced back with a couple of victories, and that's what we want to do.
It's another sign as well just how competitive the league is as well. I mean, not just with yourselves losing to Stennismuir and Brechin, but the other results as well. I mean, Stirling are picking up points. Airdrie, who you play next week, have been on the run recently too. Yeah,
and then when you look at the league table and you look at the top 6 teams, there's not a lot in it. And you look at results week in, week out, it's all about on the day. And for 21 games we've played, for 21 I think about 17 we've been on a day, and you know that's why we're sitting in the top league. And you get these results, they're nice and they're sore and they're disappointing, but it's over the whole season it counts, you know. And up to now we have been the best, and that's why we're sitting in the top league. And we'll need to come in this week, work hard in training, and get back to what we'll do.
John McShane's first start, how did you think he did?
It was always difficult for new players to come into a setup, so we were quite keen to get him involved. You know, I thought he shot quite well last week, but anyway, he worked really hard. You know what, I don't think there's a lot to feed off her. I don't think any of our strikers did, to be fair, and that's why we changed it then to try and get a wee spark. You know, and we didn't really get a wee spark when Stephen Aitken came on. We started looking to try and play a wee bit. You know, but all over, we weren't good enough today, and that's why we've not got 3 points.
Are you still looking to strengthen, or do you think that's your team now?
We'll still look and see what's out there. We'll still like to strengthen. I still think we're short going forward. We're only down to 18 players now. A couple of kids were out on loan, so we'll look and see what's out the next 2 weeks. But if the right player comes along and we can do something, then we'll do it. But we'll not sign players for the sake of it. I'm certainly not going to panic at this stage because we lost a game of football. You know, you lose games of football. That's just the nature of the way football is. You know, it's but it's how you bounce back from it. And I said earlier on, we'll bounce back well before. I'm sure we'll do it again.
Good.